So should you start a YouTube channel in 2022? If you did, what would you talk about? And what if you have a full-time job? How do you find the time? And of course, what about the money? How much do you earn and how long does it take for that to happen? So who am I to talk about this? Well, my name is Sanjay and I run this channel on personal finance and investing. I have about 10,000 subscribers based here in Melbourne, and I do this in addition to having my generic full-time job in corporate Australia. So should YouTube be the platform you use? Well, here's the thing. You can start out by making videos, and whether you put it on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram is up to you. The key thing I would say is YouTube is still the more mature platform. It's where most people would go if they wanted to find a video on something. Like, be serious. Would you go to TikTok or Instagram to find a video on something? Those are more platforms you sort of go to discover something. But if you actually want to find out about something in a video form, you're probably going to end up at YouTube. So what should your channel be about? Well, when this topic comes up, people usually talk about a Venn diagram where you've got what YouTube likes and what YouTube is currently promoting or what channels are doing well. And then an intersection with what are your areas of interest? What are things that you can confidently talk about or you're really passionate about? And that's the intersection where you then say, okay, I'll make a channel about that. And this is key because often someone might say, hey, I want to start a channel on this topic, and it's because I haven't seen any other channels on the topic. You have to be careful of that mindset, because if there's already YouTube channels and videos out on a topic, that shows that there's interest, that there's an audience for it. If you make a channel about something that no one's currently talking about, you might be at risk of making a channel where no one's going to watch videos on that topic because it's just not that interesting. So when I started my channel on personal finance and investing, there were already plenty of other channels out there. And there were ones that were international, there were some in Australia. And I would watch their videos and I'd think, hey, I can do a slightly different job. Not necessarily better, but I can do something different, or I think I can connect in people in a different way and they might be interested in watching these videos. And here's the thing, whatever you start on, you don't have to stress too much about, because initially when you make YouTube videos, no one's really going to be watching your videos. So you have a chance to kind of test things out. So my first videos were actually on cooking, where I would actually try and learn how to cook, and I'd document my journey and whatnot. And then after a while, I thought, I don't actually enjoy cooking, so why am I making a YouTube channel about it? Then I pivoted to personal finance and investing, because this is an area that I'm actually passionate about and I'm doing in the background. Why not also take people on the journey as I do it and share experiences? What about the time commitment, especially if you're working full-time and you have to balance a few things? As a reference, you need to be making at least one video a week for YouTube. 2 is ideal, and 3 is if you really want to grow, which I think I should probably try and get to the stage at some point. Now, I spend about 20 to 30 hours a month on this YouTube channel. So it's about, let's say, about 1 hour or less per day. And it fluctuates. Some days I might not spend any time. Other days I might spend a couple of hours on, especially on the weekend, but that's generally my reference. Now, I also get a bit of help from my editor to actually edit these videos. In the early days, I was doing the editing, but as the channel has grown and as I've started to earn a bit of money, I've been able to bring on board an editor. That's something you should consider. Okay, now let's talk about the money. I know a lot of you are probably considering this as so many questions about money. Here's the thing. I don't really like talking about money because I just make YouTube videos to help people. Okay, let's be serious and honest. I'll give you the breakdown. So in 2018, I started the channel cooking. Not much happened. 2019, I took a break. 2020, I came back and I started making content on personal finance and investing. Then the channel really did start to grow. I then got monetized in early 2021. And that means basically whenever YouTube makes any money in terms of ad revenue, I get a cut of that, which then gets sent straight to my bank account as pre-tax money, might I add. Pre-tax, so you still have to pay tax on it. The actual number that we're talking about, it does fluctuate. For me, it's around $600-700 a month I'm earning pre-tax. So I always budget about 50% of that is probably going to go to tax because of both, your normal tax rate, plus I have HECS debt still, my university debt that I'm paying off. Now those numbers are just a reference. I'll do future videos where I go into a bit more detail around how much money you earn from YouTube, and YouTube ad revenue is only one way you can earn money. You can have people going through to your courses or to your coaching programs. All of that stuff can happen, but hey, it is possible to start a channel, and if I can do it and earn money from it, so can you.